Hello there everyone, my name is Scrollo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys and girls, a very special video today. I have a person I would like you to listen to because me and most likely most of you did not listen to him back in 2011 when he said to buy Bitcoin at $1. And that person is Davinci. And you're gonna find a link to his YouTube channel down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment. And here is Mr. Davinci.
Hey man,
how are you doing?
I'm in the 555, staying live here in Dubai, man. Thanks for coming over, man.
Well, thank you for having me. And I think we have a lot to learn from a person who has seen this coming, this whole thing coming for so many years.
Exactly. And you know what? It's been a long time coming. I remember telling people that it was going to be over 20,000. They laughed at me. Like, look, it's right now. It's over 20,000.
Yes.
So yeah, and it's early. It's early to get into Bitcoin. It's not too late to buy Bitcoin. Yes, maybe you won't be able to buy a whole Bitcoin, but you will be able to buy lots of Satoshis. That is, a Satoshi is 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is divisible. It's actually divisible to infinity, so it doesn't really matter. This makes it a really good monetary system. We don't have to worry about deflation, right? Where there's not enough money in the system. There will always be enough money. Okay, let's get on to the charts, man. You see this huge breakout here. What does it all mean? Are we going higher? What's going to happen? Or is it going to be another fake out like we had in the past? Or is it going to go all the way to the moon? Well, we're going to talk about that today. First off, Thomas, what do you think about this breakout?
Well, for me, Davinci, I think that this is, again, me, I'm always analyzing the macro scheme as well. So tomorrow we have a very important PCE data coming out. Then on 2nd of November, we're going to have the Fed meeting and also the press conference. So I want to see what Federal Reserve is going to say. I mean, I've still put in a 11 Bitcoin long trade over on Bybit. And by the way, guys and girls, if you want to be trading over on Bybit, there is a link down in the description of this video, which is going to grant you up to $4,100 in initial deposit bonuses. Just so you know. So I'm thinking, so is this, the biggest question now, is this pump real? So my only thought and my only question to you, Davinci, is, do you think that PCE data is going to matter or the FOMC meeting, or do you think it's the beginning of something huge?
Well, I don't think the PCE data is going to matter, but I do think the FOMC meeting will matter. It will create a lot of volatility. Volatility meaning that you'll see candlesticks that are like massive wicks that destroy you if you're like in the short-term trade. So you never trade around the Fed. Just avoid that altogether because you're going to get wrecked. So if you're going to do long-term trades, you ignore that noise. That's going to be just noise. Whenever the Fed comes out with a meeting, you can see that the prices move one way and then move back and then settle out back to where it was supposed to be anyway. So you don't have to worry about the Fed having a long-term effect on your trade if you have a longer-term trade. And since Bitcoin is taking off and is heading probably to $30,000 most likely.
I have to slow you down here. Did you hear what he just said? 30K. Davinci, did you just say 30,000?
Yes, I said 30,000. And so it's a good time for you to get into a trade. It's going to happen very fast. Generally, when Bitcoin does a final move like this, when everybody was like, oh, it's not going to do anything, oh, it's all fake, it generally moves very fast in that direction. So please, you have to start looking for hunting your trades to get in on this train because it's going to take off if you're not on it.
Yeah, well, again, I am on the safe side, but when I saw this breakout, I've put in a trade, again, 11 Bitcoin trade, and I'm just being very careful in case we're going to see the fake out, because Davinci is very positive, and, you know, I really love this energy, but I'm just a bit on a safe side. But I agree that we cannot ignore this chance, because theoretically, we don't know what's going to happen with the FOMC meeting. We don't know what Fed is going to do. They always say that they're going to be reducing the balance sheet. But if we see historically, oftentimes it starts reduction and then they again buy in.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with precaution. I agree. You have to have your stops ready. You have to decide how much you're willing to lose and be able to accept that in any particular trade. And so if you're able to do that, then you don't have to worry about the trade going against you.
Well, by the way, I have to ask you though, as a person who has bought Bitcoin at $1, what do you personally think when are we going to reach our next all-time high? And what do you think is going to be that all-time high in your personal opinion?
Well, I think it's going to be 12 to 18 months after the next halving. So that's going to be happening in 2024. So once we have that happening, you're going to see price action start to increase above the all-time to create new all-time highs. As that happens. Why is that happening? Because we're going to have reduced the supply of the money that's available. And as the money supply reduces, if you study monetary history, we always see it affect the price in 12 to 18 months. So for example, if they create more inflation in 12 to 18 months, you see prices go up.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And for me, who is DCAing into Bitcoin right now, Davinci, are you DCAing?
Yes, I'm DCAing. yes.
So, we cannot be the weak hands here. So, Davinci is probably the strongest hand that there is in the world of crypto.
The diamond hands. This is actually called the diamond hands ring.
Look at that. Look at that. Show it to us.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that ring. This is insane. This is the ring of a person who was buying Bitcoin for $1. It's obvious how he can afford this kind of a ring. Even I cannot afford this kind of a ring. So, Davinci, then the last question that I'm going to bother you with today. Do you think that the bottom is in right now?
I don't think the bottom's in just right now because there's too many wicks. And if you know the trading motto is that wicks and tails love to be eating. So whenever there's a lot of wicks that are stayed behind, it tend to come back to market tends to come and fill those wicks. So that is always a possibility. It's not a guarantee, but it's always a possibility. So even though we could take off the $30,000 and even go as high as $40,000, we could come back down and hammer below these lows here.
Okay, so this is
scary.
Yeah, that's quite scary. So this is a short-term opportunity in this sense, but we still should remain cautious as to the claims of this being a bottom. So just to summarize your thought.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if I should do more videos with Davinci J15. Again, link to his YouTube channel down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment, and also a link to my free Discord channel where we are posting insane trades. So if you're not part of it and not making insane profits with us, then go join us right now. And as always, peace and love. Davinci, thank you so...
Oopsies.
Wait. Oopsie. Davinci, thank you so much.
All right, thanks for coming over. And remember, always trade from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked. We are spot on team. Do not get wrecked. You've heard Davinci.